Hello Earthlings, I propose you in this video of less than 5 minutes to be interested in the paradox of Fermi, to better understand it and understand what results from it. The Fermi paradox is a question that arises when we think about the existence of other forms of life in the universe. It takes its name from the physicist Enrico Fermi, who after having thought about the question and made many calculations, famously exclaimed, "But where are they all?" Indeed, the question is the following. Why, given that the universe is very old and very large, we have not yet been in contact with other alien life forms? One way to attempt to answer this question is to use Drake's law, which is an equation that attempts to calculate the probability of finding extraterrestrial life forms in the universe. This law takes into account several factors such as the frequency with which life-supporting planets form in the universe, the reality that a life form appears on such a planet, and the length of time that this life form can develop and eventually reach a level of technology sufficient to attempt to communicate with other life forms. There are therefore several theories that attempt to answer Fermi's paradox by relying on Drake's law. One of them is known as the zoo hypothesis, which suggests that extraterrestrials have decided not to contact us for some reason. For example, it could be that extraterrestrials decide to observe us from a distance without interfering in our development in order to better understand our culture and technology. According to this theory, the probability of finding extraterrestrial life forms would then be high, but the probability that it centers in contact with us would then be much lower. Let's look at another theory that is known as Great Filter, which suggests that there is an obstacle that prevents advanced life forms from developing and open. According to this theory, it could be that life is relatively common in the universe, but that very few life forms manage to reach a sufficiently advanced level of technology. For example, it could be that there is a critical stage during the evolution of a life form and it must overcome a particularly difficult obstacle such as the transition from marine life to speed. If this obstacle is too difficult to overcome, then the life form may never manage to reach a level of technology advanced enough to make contact with an outside civilization. Another theory that attempts to answer the Fermi paradox is known as limited time windows, which suggests that we can only make contact with other extraterrestrial life forms during a limited window of time. According to this theory, it could be that life is relatively common in the universe, but that advanced life forms can only be in contact with each other during a relatively short period of time. For example, it could be that advanced life forms need advanced communication technology to get in contact with each other, and that this technology is only available for a relatively short period of time in the history of the universe. If we are currently outside this time window, then we may not yet be able to make contact with other extraterrestrial life forms. There is also the theory of technological precipitation, which suggests that extraterrestrial life forms that have reached an advanced level of technology quickly reached their peak and then disappeared. According to this theory, it could be that extraterrestrial life forms had reached a very advanced level of technology, but that they were unable to manage this technology in a responsible way, which led to their disappearance. In this case, it could be that extraterrestrial life is relatively common in the universe, but that very few life forms manage to reach a sufficiently advanced level of technology, and in a sustainable way. The Fermi paradox raises profound questions about our place in the universe and our own destiny as a civilization. If we are alone in the universe, does that mean we are responsible for our own fate? Or are there other forces held over us that influence our destiny? Ultimately, the Fermi paradox reminds us that we may be smaller and more insignificant than we think, and that our understanding of the universe may be more limited than we imagine. This encourages us to continue to search for answers and deepen our knowledge of the universe in the hope of one day finding answers to these profound and mysterious questions. So this video is coming to an end. Tell me what you think about Fermi's paradox in the comments. Give a little blue thumb if you like the content, and don't hesitate to subscribe to the channel for more content. On this bye-bye team, and see you soon for new videos.